All right, man. Looks like Cenat has returned, and it looks like he's already going through some drama already. He just got back, but, I guess, you know what I'm saying? This isn't the same Cenat. You know what I'm saying? I guess Cenat has matured and changed. I've kind of noticed that Cenat has a different, like, frequency within him. You know what I mean? But let's see what's going on with Kai, man, bro. You know what I mean? I've watched Kai for years, man, since the beginning of, AMP and shit, bro. I remember that shit, bro. Kai, I remember that shit, bro. Which AMP video was it where Kai officially joined? It was one, and I remember at the end of the video, they jumped in like a pool or some shit. Oh, it was like a dress to impress or some shit, right? I think so. But Kai really came a long way, man, and it's good to see, you know what I'm saying, a brother make it, you know what I mean, along the way.
Hello everybody, I'm currently on my laptop right now, and I appreciate everybody who's been sending me birthday wishes.
Happy birthday.
Today is my birthday, so I felt like it was the perfect day
that boy got that fucking $3,000 laptop, you know what I'm saying?
To be transparent and honest with you guys. A few days ago, I spread awareness on mental health and how important it is to take care of yourself. And honestly, for the past few months, I've been struggling with mental health out of self-doubt and fright of pursuing goals that I really...
It's good to see that there's people who they might have all the success. They might be, they might seem like everything is going well for them externally, but like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm happy to see him sad. It's just like, it's good to see like there's other people, even at the top, that go through shit too. Just because you got money and wealth, that doesn't mean that you got to be happy. You know what I mean? Money is not the cure to all happiness. You're still gonna be sad at the end of the day. You can be sad at the end of the day. Life still happens, people pass away, things happen, and yeah, man.
We want to achieve. And the reason I've really been in my head is because I just wanted to do more. I've gained to realize that I'm a true creator, and I'm very passionate about creating. And
he doesn't feel like he's going hard enough.
I have other goals and things that I just want to achieve and do more of.
Over the past couple of years, Cenat has done something that has ultimately been a dream for a lot of content creators over the internet. He's risen from being that kid in his room talking to a camera, making skits with his friends, all the way up to being a household name and a staple in culture around the world. He's tackled everything from his childhood dreams, from making skits with Kevin Hart to hanging out with LeBron James. He then goes on to break Twitch, and then he disappears. No more streams, no more posts, no more chaos. And this new Cenat, one that I can say that I honestly like,
that boy cut the jizz and, I guess the aura dropped or some shit. I don't know what happened,
should scare you more than anything he's ever done before. If you're new to this channel and you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way. Now, back into the video. Although met with massive amounts of criticisms, Cenat's Mafia-thon 3 literally broke the internet. Never before seen guests, stunts, records. I mean, it was the penultimate of streaming events, something that will never
skydiving is insane,
be replicated again. But then, after Mafia-thon ends, he disappears. No streams since October of 2025.
Bro, when you're streaming and making content so consistently like this, you know what I mean? I mean, streaming, he has editors and stuff, but like, he has to plan these events out, and this shit gotta be like mentally draining. You know what I'm saying? It's good that he's taking time for himself. He's probably like, you know what I mean? He might go, I'm not gonna lie, I think he going through like a rebranding. He might, I don't know, I wouldn't say he's gonna stop streaming, but I feel like eventually, he's going to do other things outside of streaming. I kind of see that's where Kai's going to go.
That's 3 months of a break. No YouTube uploads besides the collaborations with AMP. No social media posts besides, small segments where we're seen with his girlfriend Gigi as he travels across the world. The longest break that he's taken from streaming has been the 2 weeks after Mafia-thon 2. So for
that boy doing the Corey Kitchen method. Okay, bet.
Someone who's built a career off of consistency and chaos, this full stop was alarming to a lot of people. The next time we'll see Cenat is at the 2025 Streamer Awards. And this time, it's a little bit different. No more bust down Rolly avalanche, no more iconic dreadlocks, no more chaos, no more screaming. This time, he got candid. When he went on stage to accept an award, he even opened up about him and his mental health struggles.
I hope a lot of creators in here and everybody at home and the viewers and the streamers really take care of your mental health. I just noticed that recently I've just been going through things in my head, and I was able to, turn to like anime, Death Note, Naruto, recently since I've been gone. And
if it makes you happy, man.
I just been able to, find happiness within that.
Now, I noticed something about Kai when I noticed that acceptance speech. And it's something that trickled into his latest Twitter post, you know, the one where he celebrated his birthday, talking about the things that he's been going through, the things
Happy birthday.
that he's been changing in his life. It's the fact that he slowed down. I think that's the first thing that stuck out to me. There's no more off the wallness, no more jumping up and down, no more screaming. He didn't bring
he broke every record, you know what I mean?
anybody
So
else up on stage with him to do this acceptance speech. It was just him and his cool, calm, collected, new demeanor, I would say. The next thing that I noticed is that he was very articulate. And this also tracked into his video that he posted on Twitter. At that point, I definitely knew that this was a change from the old Kai.
I'm the baddest bitch that you have ever seen in your life. I can take a nigga like this, but guess what, bitch?
Nah, this nigga zesty as fuck, bruh. This nigga was zesty as fuck, bruh. I'm not gonna lie, bruh. I think he went from this to the skits to the, well, he was doing skits, but he was doing like, cause he was, yeah, bruh. Nah, Kai went a long way.
I got something to tell you. That little bitch, you can fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes.
It's just Chewy. Thanks for the 50 gifted.
What the fuck? I forgot about this shit.
I think oftentimes
Okay.
during that entertainment art, while you can make a lot of people happy, you can make a lot of people satisfied, you can touch a bunch of heights with smiles and giggles and all these other things like that, you often lose yourself. I have a side tangent about how streaming has harmed a lot of the creative efforts with a lot of people. You can't like sit back, take time, reflect, you know, put pen to paper and come up with ideas that you would once have. And especially because Kai originates from the era of YouTube where he was putting out full thought out videos. Like you can see in the old YouTube eras where he started a daycare or he had his own petting zoo, you know, really thought out endeavors that showed his acting skills, the creativity that he had, and ultimately for the time.
I don't think he gets to like fully express his creativity through streaming, and that might fuck with him a little bit. He probably wishes he could do more. Like that's the thing about streaming is that everything is 24/7 on the go. Anything can happen. You know what I mean? And when like when you're recording a video, you know what I mean? Like you can edit it. You can, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, his videos were, yeah, he stopped posting on that channel for a while, huh?
It was pretty innovative. But the nature of the beast of Twitch streaming and this new fast-paced era when it comes to content creation is that everything is going at 1,000 miles per hour. You don't get to sit down and reflect on the content. You don't get to spend too much time with your friends and family, especially when you're doing these marathon streams, and you're doing whatever for whatever gets you the most amount of money. But after years of living that fast-paced lifestyle, Cenat seems to be more conscious, more aware, more reflexive of what's going on around him. And I can even notice that with his ending speech from Mafiathon 3.
I didn't know where 2025 was going to take me, coming up for so many things. I talked about this for y'all a lot. And y'all know, true core Mafia, y'all know a lot of the stuff that go on. And I just want to say I love y'all so much for supporting me throughout my years. MGM over everything. Let me get a MGM over everything right now, y'all.
MGM.
It's been an amazing month. And I want y'all to be able to really take care of yourselves, chat. Genuinely work on that goal, work on whatever you want to do, because you can achieve it. I love you guys so much. Work on your health, work on your friendships, work on your relationships, work on you, and get a closer connection with God, because God is amazing. Without Jesus Christ, nothing is possible. Always remember that.
Now, this seemed to usher in a new age of Cenat. One where he's maturing more. One where he is addressing some things that potentially he was self-conscious about and working on his growth and development as a person. He acknowledged on his Instagram that he had been speaking better simply due to the fact that he had been reading more. Something that I know for a fact will help in his pursuit of acting. Another big thing that he addressed was his struggle.
Yeah, he won't be an actor, huh? Okay.
With mental health.
I just want to let you guys know that sometimes it is important to take care of your mental health, and honestly, it's been getting better. It has, but out of frustration and fear, I just been in my head for some reason. I never had this feeling before, but I want it to be known that I truly want to create, and I don't know if I'm getting mature or I'm just looking things.
I think it's just like as you get older and as you learn and do things, you evolve and you change things over time. You go on different paths. And I think it's just a part of life. And, you know, I think he's just in a different, you know, path right now. I think that's just what it is.
At a
bro.
broad point of view, but I am so passionate about creating in general. And I'm excited to show you guys what's going on.
I think oftentimes, while it is easy for us to forget because they make so much money, they have fame, popularity, notoriety, et cetera, is that these content creators are human. Sure, they might not deal with the same everyday struggle that you and I deal with. We're unemployed, milk is up, gas is up, eggs is up, but they still deal with a plethora of issues. And when I think about all the issues that Kai Cenat has had to face this year, it is easy to see how his mental health can be afflicted. Now, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse, but we've pretty much covered them every step of the way. The beef with Aiden Ross and the Twitter comms, all the allegations of him supporting.
Oh nah, bro. What the fuck is this, bruh? Track Ayapack? What the fuck?
Like Israel, the chaotic nature of his.
He support Casanat don't support Israel, bruh. There's no fucking way. That has to be fake, bruh. That has to be fake.
Friends and who he's aligned himself with. Him
that
being
has
one of
to
the
be
biggest
fake.
creators in the world means that his name.
Nah, bruh. Y'all, bruh. Don't tell me that shit real, bruh.
And his face on a title and thumbnail means that your video can have ultimate success.
He never. Does Kai ever talk about that shit? I don't think he ever talks about that shit. Bro.
So with that being said, the drama pages have picked up on any little thing he.
But I feel like a lot of these Twitter pages, they just be creating bullshit on the internet to get people pissed off and shit, though, too.
He's done and critiqued it to death, you know, only for their monetary gain, but not factoring in how this could affect him. The clip pages, him building the school, all the people that rely
Yeah, they were trying to make it seem like he wasn't building the school and all that shit.
On him to show up on a daily basis, et cetera, et cetera. Mind you, he just turned 24 years old. Yeah, all those things can weigh on you, especially when you're having to be on camera every single day. Hell, even when he tries to do something positive, be a little bit more candid, show some growth, and people in the community try to give him any praises, they still get criticism for it.
Maybe I'm not rich enough to understand why Kai Cenat is struggling with his mental health.
Maybe you're not rich enough. Nigga, what? Shut the fuck up.
Maybe I'm just not in the same echelon as him.
You're not.
I don't get how a multi-millionaire who gets money from his fans off of subscribers who just made $5 million off of Mafiathon 3 is struggling with mental health. Maybe
no. How would you know that? You're not on the same level as him. You don't understand. That's the fucking problem. You literally said it. You don't understand. What the fuck? Shut your dumb ass up,
I just
bro.
don't understand what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, because you're not on the same level as him. You will never understand what he's going through. You don't know why. He could have went through some bad shit in his personal life. We never know, bro. We don't know. We don't fucking know what he goes through. What? Bro, niggas just be going on the internet and just be yapping, bro.
Or maybe this motherfucker is looking for sympathy for y'all. He hopped on this app and told us he's been struggling to achieve these goals he wants to achieve. All he wants to do is create and just keep creating. Nigga, you didn't create that school yet. You took all this money from all these people.
That's not true. That's not true. Yeah, anybody said, bro, I'm sorry, y'all, but anybody who says shit like Kai not building the school and shit, this school is being built. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
And you didn't even make the fucking school. All y'all motherfuckers supporting this kid, bro. You have to stop.
Kai? You have to stop supporting him because of the school that he didn't have to build in the first place. I mean, from what I saw, the school was actually getting better. I don't know, bro. I don't know. The whole kick Twitter side trying to paint this nigga look bad, bro. It's stupid as fuck.
Triggers people, and I don't know what it is. Like
they hate seeing a young black man being successful. I think that's just what it is.
Chat troll me if I glaze that. They'll just say
think that's
D1.
just part of it.
There'll be think pieces about me and Kai if I glaze this nigga Kai. Why? Why is it Kai though? Like I can see the difference when I glaze Kai and if I glaze another one of the homies. For some reason, when I talk good about Kai, something behind it, gang.
Yeah.
Why?
Hey, envious.
Y'all are hating on him when he's expressing himself, man. Like everyone in this chat has been in their own head, and that's a fact. It's always girls support girls. Yo, why don't men ever support other men and their mental health? I don't understand that shit.
Into that looking
that shit to me.
I never understood that shit. Like you have a content creator who's not like selling himself short right? He's creating content. He's not just taking brand deals and saying, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make money. Like, he's talking about creating content, and he's helped people. I really never understood the hate. I'm going to be honest with you. I look up to him a lot with content creation, and honestly, that's how I talk about this all the time, but that's how I did the Elden Ring shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what y'all doing, gang? Why does she got... See, this is what blow me with Twitter. Like, we can see some shit. This is why Twitter is different. Hate has always been there.
Yeah.
Hate's always been there. Why the fuck this shit got 47,000?
But through all the criticism, through all the commentary, through all the negative, Cenat has still found a way to grow as a man. He still found a way to zig when everybody told him to zag.
I feel it, bro.
He still found a way to go positive when everybody's preaching and pushing negative.
Look, and I'll be honest, like, Kai has said dumb shit. Kai has made mistakes, and he's apologized for a lot of them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's just what it is, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know Kai personally. I can't make any assumptions, right? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, I think just when I wouldn't say this is entirely it. I know it's like, oh, here we go. But it's like, I think I don't know, bruh. I think some people are just jealous and just bitter towards other people and they hate on them, or they try to find reasons to hate on them because they hate themselves. Like that guy earlier saying like, nigga, you said you don't understand because I'm not on the same level as him. But then you say, like, that nigga's retarded. Don't listen to that dumb fuck. He is a disgrace to light skins. Don't listen to that nigga.
And I already know how this video is going to go from a comment section, from a select
I'm just
group
kidding,
of people,
bro.
But I can honestly say that it is.
He's not a disgrace to light skins. Chill. He's just, you know why? Like, why hating so much? You know what I mean?
It's very refreshing that we can have a creator be this candid and grow like this, and it be shown and praised and celebrated by a selection of his peers.
After the Mafia throwing, this is the least I've ever seen Kai, right? And I'm gonna be honest, Kai is he's a totally different person. Like when Kai came into, and when he came into the award, he's posed, he's calm. He just, it's like he got tunnel vision, you feel what I'm saying? He has a goal, he's working on clothes, and he's blocking out all the noise, you feel what I'm saying? But Kai was just so happy to see his friends again. He was so happy to see all the other creators again, you feel what I'm saying? Like, he was coming to have a good time, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And he has grown so much. So Kai, he could have took the mic, Kai, he could have responded, he could have said a joke about her, he could have went back and forth. He ain't do none of that, you feel me? Everything that she said, she only was able to get one reaction out of him. She only was able to get one reaction out of this man, and it was this face right here. Like, I'm super proud of Kai. Like, we had a long-ass talk yesterday and right after awards.
I think one of the problems with the internet is being highlighted in the reception of this latest Cenat video. The internet freezes people in time. And what I mean by that is they don't really give you the opportunity to change and grow. Now, I get it from some perspectives. If you are saying anything that is racist, homophobic, transphobic,
predators, all pedos, that kind of shit, assault, did anything illegal?
All that stuff like that. It is very easy for somebody to say, you know what, this is.
But Kai ain't really got himself into like trouble. I feel like people don't like Kai because they see someone who's young, you know what I mean, and they see that they're winning, and then a lot of the people who hate Kai, you ever notice they're like around the same age as him? You know what I mean? I mean, I'm 22, but you know, like, I don't know. This shit's. I feel like just. I don't know, bruh.
Who you always are. But very rarely have we ever seen creators go on a different path or different arc where they are allowed to just mature, where they're allowed to put down some of the things that got them to this level, the immature antics, the loudness, the chaos, the jokes.
Kai don't really need to do that shit anymore, bro. You don't really need to do that shit.
Jokes, etc., because people always want to put them in this box and it's hard to get them out of it. And the reality is that growth ultimately harms the algorithm. It breaks it. Kai going from somebody who is immature, loud, aggressive, up and down, etc., to somebody who is more calm, more focused, more stable, doesn't do good for the blog pages. It doesn't do good for the commentary channel. It doesn't do good for the clip farm.
So they try to find excuses to hate on him, to make money. You know, that's all this is about, bro.
It doesn't do good for these clip pages that take everything out of context. It means that they can't get their negative clickbaity thumbnails, titles, clips, and stuff.
They lose their money. They become bitter. They become sour. It is what it is.
Taken out of context out. But it's interesting because they still poke and prod and poke and prod and poke and prod until that creator blows up, crashes out, etc., etc. And then once they're in jail, hospitalized, or, you know, taking a break from the internet, all of a sudden it becomes, oh my gosh, thoughts and prayers, etc., etc. We say that mental health matters, but it only matters when a creator slows down and is not visible as much. You know, Agent said something very powerful and interesting about communities and the way that internets can infiltrate and poison them in relation to like how it can affect the creator.
Like I see how toxic shit gets on the internet, but I just want our shit to be, I don't ever want what we have to go there, bro. Cause it's like, it's so easy for it to go there. It's so easy to you know, let your ego pick a problem with people and stuff like that. Look, I've been making content since I was 12. I love doing this shit, okay? Doesn't matter what form, whether it's fucking Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, we're everywhere, bro. Feel me? I have been making content on the internet for longer than I haven't been making content. It's literally like in my DNA at this point. It feels weird to not do it.
It's just a part of his lifestyle. It's the same thing. Like I make YouTube videos all the time. You know what I mean? It's just a part of my life. You know what I mean? There are times where I do slow down a little bit, but, you know, generally though, like I just, you know, nigga in the chat said OnlyFans. Nah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I see how shit is trending.
You know, I streamed my first year making content. I streamed and I make TikToks. I deleted all that shit because I wanted to restart, you know, just do what I want to do and just have fun with it and just do it my way and just take things one step at a time and everything will work itself out, you know what I mean? Like, I mean,
and I don't like it, bro. I don't like it because I don't want to be part of it. It just comes with too much bullshit. And I get it. Sometimes the drama is good for views and shit like that. It's a nice stimmy, bro. I'll be honest. It's a nice stimmy anytime you get in drama. Trust me. I think what's the last drama we got in? The Fredo shit in like fucking 2018. It's a stimmy in terms of views, but I want to preserve what we got here, bro.
All of that stuff that comes with streaming, creating content, YouTube, Facebook, etc., etc. At the end of the day, it may not even be worth it. I don't think we've seen the best version of Kai. And I know that that's hard to say because he's done some of the most record-breaking, outlandish, you know.
He's still, you know, he's still young.
Biggest dreams that anybody could ever dream of.
Wait, he's 24? Wait, hold on. He's 24. He's 2 years older than me. Holy shit. Damn.
When they first go and get their camera or prop up their phone and get a mic and, you know, create a YouTube account and upload a video. I think this next phase will be his best phase. It's not with bigger numbers. It's not with bigger celebrity collabs. It's not with longer streams. It's not with outrageousness. It's sustainability. It's longevity. It's passion. It's purpose. This isn't about to be some sort of decline that we see. This is going to be a transition into something that is more happy, more healthy, more fulfilling and purposeful. I think the best Kai that we've seen hasn't even been seen yet, but I'm here for the ride no matter what.
People are gonna hate, you know, people are gonna find reasons to hate somebody. You just can't let that shit get to you, and Kai feels like Kai's just doing what he thinks is best for him, you know what I mean? So as long as, you know, Kai is happy and he's doing his own thing, and you know what I mean, he wants to make the content that he wants to make, you know what I mean, then so be it. I don't care. I don't give a shit. If he wants to talk about, and that's one thing though, like one thing I've learned on the internet is that you should never really be vulnerable. You should never be vulnerable on the internet, because you know what I mean. But hey man, I hope, hey man, people would just try to find ways to make you look bad because they, you know, hey, but it is what it is, man. I mean, I'm happy for Kai. Happy birthday to that nigga. But I hope you have a good breakfast, a good dinner, and good night, man. I love y'all, man. Peace.